Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They need a yard here on third down to keep this opening drive going. Can he get there on the ground? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I'll be honest, man, I thought on fourth down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The back's got it. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the 1st down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Oh, it's snapped to the back. Just trucks through the defender. Buckeyes are in the red zone now. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that 1st down marker. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Can he make it to the marker? Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We'll start off the 2nd quarter with a field goal attempt here. And this one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the 1st down.
The offense stays on the field. Coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Here's the second down play. He'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Third down after that running play. And they pick up the first on the ground. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good backer. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The gain makes it second and medium. And here's the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. Let's talk strategy here. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Here's a handoff on first and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his back. Catch made on the left side. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So second down after the incompletion. Hands off to the left. No shot to bring him down. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. Got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. It's 17-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout, and he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
He hands it off from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. And he scores. Touchdown, Wildcats. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral it.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Try and muscle for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Going for a big play downfield. Pass hauled in inside the 15. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Gets into space at the 50. Stiff arms the man. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So the offense flexing here, Perkins, stretching your lead here in the 2nd half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the 2nd half.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in a game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fired into a tight window and picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Using a strong stiff arm. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
The Buckeyes are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Will he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game. Up 17 here in the 4th. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. He's got it out of the 25. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Secondary backed up off the ball now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And it's fair caught near the 40-yard line. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed. And he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Tries to get it to the running back. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. He's picked for a third time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here.
Terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Up by 2 possessions here. They have a chance to put the game on ice right now. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And now the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. This one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and